We continue to follow that breaking news out of the Russell neighborhood this morning. Police on the scene of a shooting. An adult female shot and taken to the hospital, according to a post on X from LMPD. Again, this happened around 11th and Chestnut Street a couple of hours ago. An adult female shot. We are told she was near a JCPS bus stop. Sources say likely with a child at the time of this incident. What we're seeing now from WLKY News Chopper are police near Coleridge Taylor Montessori School. They do have dogs on the scene and they are searching the area there. If you zoom in, Chopper has zoomed in for us. You see a fence, you see blue squares on that fence in front of a black car. There is a dog. So they've had that dog out there. They're searching. However, in that same post on X, they said there are no outstanding suspects at this time. We are waiting to get more information from police. They just told us they plan to have a conference, a news conference here shortly where we can potentially get more information. So we are looking forward to getting more of our questions answered from Louisville Metro Police this morning. Again, an adult female shot at a JCPS bus stop. Sources say she was likely with a child. But this is the scene right now, very active in that area. Several streets are blocked off. We just want to warn you to maybe avoid that area at this time. Now, our Madison Elliott, she is live near the Chestnut Street YMCA in Madison. We heard that you just spoke to the father of the 15-year-old boy who actually fired shots on the first day of school in this area. Is that right?
Yes, Carrie, that is right. That happened last Thursday. A 15-year-old fired shots here, and the father of that 15-year-old was here this morning. He said he got a text that another shooting happened again in the same exact spot, and he came out here to see what happened. His son is still in jail, but he tells us he feels this all could have been prevented. What he tells us about what happened last week is that the 15-year-old was talking to somebody, some kind of argument, shots were fired, and he feels disappointed that this happened because he said almost exactly a year ago, last August, he said he had actually reached out to the court to get his son involuntarily put into the hospital because his son, he said, had been posting on social media about guns, about violence, and he was worried about him and wanted to get him help. And he said he even got that order granted, but it appears his son never went into this involuntary hold, and he feels all of this could have been prevented. He said he tried reaching out for help, and he feels frustrated, but also takes responsibility for himself as a parent, saying he's willing to be put into jail because he feels responsibility too for what happened last week, but he feels the system failed his son, but then also failed all of these kids at this bus stop. Now, as far as if these two shootings are connected, it is too early to say. We can't speculate that. The father just said he wouldn't be surprised if there was a correlation, but again, we don't know that right now, and we're still waiting for an update from police. But he feels disappointed that this happened again and felt it all could have been prevented. And we'll have his full interview on later today, WLKY.com, to see what he had to say. But tragic situation. 15-year-old last week fired shots and is in jail now. As far as what happened here today, we're still not sure who was hurt or why. But again, this father telling us he feels all of this could have been prevented. Carrie?
Madison, you also spoke to Councilman Herndon. That is his area. He was speaking with his constituents earlier. He said that there was a meeting scheduled for today from last week's shooting, and then this happened this morning.
Yes, so actually, because in response to what happened last Thursday with this 15-year-old, they had a meeting set today at 1 o'clock with JCPS leaders, with LMPD leaders, other people in the community, who a lot of the people in the community are out here today to talk about how to make this area safer, what the community can do to make a difference for these kids and to prevent something like this happening. And then this happened again this morning. So the second shooting happened on the morning they were planning to talk about the shooting from last week. And so he said they're going to talk about both incidents now today and invite more people to come to this meeting. It wasn't clear if it was a public meeting that just anybody could come to, but we do know that they've invited community partners, and it looks like they'll be reaching out to more community partners so they can discuss how to make this better. And the councilman said he's out here last week, he's out here today, just to comfort people, to hug them, to love on them, because 2 weeks in a row you have kids at a bus stop getting on the bus, going to school, and last week was the first day of school when this happened, and then shots fired. Just a tragic situation. No child should ever have to deal with this. Definitely not once, and absolutely not twice. So we even see Councilwoman Shemeka Parrish right here on scene speaking with Councilman Herndon today. There are people from the Office of Violence Prevention who were out here. We were speaking with them, and they were telling us they're just out here for moral support. Again, just to love on people and comfort them as they're dealing with two scary situations 2 weeks in a row within the first 2 weeks of school. And we'll continue to be here, and we're hoping to learn more from police on exactly what happened today, but still many details we just don't have right now, Carrie.
Absolutely, Madison. If there's any comfort in this, it is nice to know that the elected officials of these areas are there on the ground talking to their constituents and making sure that they get the facts of what's happening as well. As you mentioned, Councilwoman Shemeka Parrish right out there, as well as Councilman Herndon. So it is good to see their faces, boots on the ground there. So Madison, thank you for that. We want to go ahead and check back in with our Blakely McHugh as well. Blakely is over there in a different area, still in an area that is blocked off this morning. Blakely, have you gotten any more information from police?
Unfortunately, we have not. We're still in that waiting period to hear from police. And of course, that's because still a lot of their investigation is underway. I mean, we just showed you the last time we were on air that they had just spread out a canine and a search dog to search the area around here. We saw them in the grass area of Greater Salem Baptist Church. We also saw them cross over 11th Street and started searching near the elementary school that's right there. It's the Coleridge Taylor Elementary School. We saw the dog sniffing around trash cans in that area, the grassy area behind it. And this is also a street where they blocked off later on in the morning. So when we got here, drivers could still go all the way through 11th Street past Chestnut and past the elementary school there. I'm curious if that was because drop-off was still happening. We saw a lot of parents and their kids still bringing their kids to school there. I believe once that school started, it was shortly after that they then taped that off. And it makes sense because that's where they brought also the canine and the search dog and searching in that area. Now, it looks like we may be getting a Not yet. Okay, we're still waiting for our information. Of course, anytime a police officer walks over into the area, we want to know and find out if this is the time we're going to get that information. But still, a lot of the same of what we've been talking about. We are at 11th. Madison, I believe, is down by 9th, so there's that 2-block range that is blocked off. The crime scene forensic unit is here. They have those search dogs, and of course, we're just waiting to find out more information on the suspect and exactly what transpired. Carrie.
Yeah, Blakely, it's just really hard to imagine this happening twice in the matter of a week with shots fired in the exact same area at the exact same bus stop. And as you mentioned, LMPD is on the scene and we are waiting to hear from them to get more word. The only thing we've gotten at this point is that post on X, which did say an adult female was shot and taken to the hospital. But right now they are not looking for any suspects. Again, they say they are not looking for any suspects at this time. We want to show you this image. This is our WLKY News chopper that is flying over the scene. I believe that is Coleridge Taylor Montessori Elementary that they were flying over, which is close to Central High School, as well as the Chestnut Street YMCA. The scene is mainly at 11th and Chestnut, but a larger area is blocked off. We are waiting to hear from police. Of course, we'll carry that live on air.